Hi, it's Paul from globaltradingsoftware.com. I wanted to touch base on our swing trading bundle here and with a word of caution to not be too aggressive and wanting to get in every single trade that you get, and be patient and wait for things to line up. So we're going to use the Elliott wave indicator suite as part of that bundle. I'm going to talk about the behavior of this wave 4, but then also more importantly the bias on the higher time frame and waiting for that entry. So with the Elliott wave, it's automatically counted a 1, 2, 3, and we've had a wave 4 pullback. We look at the wave 4 pullback in quite a few different ways. So first of all, the green, the amber, the red zone, it's found support, it dipped into the red zone and then really found support into the amber zone here. So we've got between a 75 and 80% probability it's going to go on and hit this automated fifth wave target zone. We also have the EMA clouds on here. This is the daily time frame for AMTX. We have the 55 in grey, the 89 in purple. You can see the 55 is also holding a support. So that's a non-linear support where these support zones are fib zones and these are linear. The next, we look at the stochastic. Now, we do have a false breakout stochastic a part of this suite, but we look for really strong bullish trends, and we haven't had those false breakouts on top, so no yellow dots on the top there. However, we have gone from overbought to oversold, which is a good sign. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's a good sign. So there's one little imperfection there in that we haven't got that strong bullish momentum in that overbought zone to give us that false breakout stochastic. Next, we look at the Elliott wave oscillator. Now, this has pulled back between 90 and 140% during this wave 4. Okay, so we are good and still within parameters there. So the next thing we look at is our bias indicator. You see where the green dots are there, that is bullish on the higher time frame. So we're on the daily, it looks up to the weekly time frame. But recently we've gone into a neutral state, which is yellow here. So when we're looking for this to turn back to green before we look for an entry, purely because the stochastic is halfway there. It's not got the false breakouts on the top, so we really need to make sure that that bias is bullish on the weekly time frame up above. We do have earnings coming up middle of May, which could be the catalyst for this move up, so we can't discount it right now. We just have to be careful, not put the order on just yet, give it time to go towards earnings. If that bias on the weekly time frame starts to turn to green and we can test this $20 level, a 20.35 would be a sensible entry with a stop loss below the wave 4, and that gives us a 1 to 2 risk reward into that automated target zone here. But we almost there. We have to be very concerned. We need to put this on our chart of this double top at the wave 3 here. Okay, this is going to be resistance. So if we get in this trade, if we get the bias, the 535 stays good and we start to move away from here, and the earnings for that could be the catalyst, we've got to be aware that this could run out of juice here when it gets to this sort of price. So we need to be risk-free or managing our trade aggressively to lock in profits. Now, we do say when we have a wave 4 pullback, those new highs are achievable, and that's the whole point of trading that fifth wave of that Elliott wave sequence. However, we also need to be practical in that it's attempted this quite a few times on the daily time frame and failed. So it's like a spring recalling though. That wave 4 comes back a little deeper and it looks to push, and it looks for a catalyst for that, and the earnings could be that catalyst. Look at the previous earnings here. That was a nice move up from earnings there. Earnings before that, we were flat. So this has started to gather some momentum, this stock. We've had some profit taking. Could earnings be the next catalyst to push this up and get those new highs into the sort of 30, 31 sort of dollar level? So again, we don't act straight away. We take our time. We've got a great swing trading bundle here to measure pullbacks, to look for those trades, to measure the performance of those pullbacks. And what we're waiting for now is that catalyst, or importantly, for the bias to turn green on the daily time frame at the bottom here, and for this not to break that 140%. That is crucial. Hopefully this has helped. It's not all about getting those making those videos about those big winning trades. It's about a cautionary tale to really make sure that you understand where support and resistance zones are, where the behavior is, what's coming up for a stock. Earnings in this case could be the catalyst. So it's just about planning the if and nor not type scenario. Get it all set up on your chart, keep an eye on it, wait for that bias to go bullish. If it doesn't go bullish before earnings, put an order in anyway around about 2035 if it's not breached that, because earnings could be the catalyst for that big move up. So hopefully this helps using our ultimate swing trading bundle. This is for the TradingView platform, also available for lots of other trading platforms as well.